fenugreek. The reason I'm interested in fenugreek was because initially I bought the fenugreek seeds is to soak it, and the next morning I drink the water. It's supposed to be very good for hair health because last June, for a period of time, I lost a lot of hair. So I use this to help my hair to reduce hair loss and hopefully will grow some new hair. And I find it's very helpful. So I soak the seeds, and next morning I drink the water. And what do I do with the seeds? I start to sprout them. Welcome to Health Talk 180. My name is Jen. Today I'd like to share sprouting. What's the benefit of doing sprouting, and how to do it, and how do we consume sprouts? Nuts and seeds are very nutritious, and through the sprouting process, nuts and seeds can release much more nutrients. As example, vitamin A will increase close to 300%. Vitamin B1 will increase 200%. Vitamin B3 will increase 300%, as well as vitamin C. And also during the sprouting process, the protein level will increase close to 30%. So that's a huge benefit. At the same time, the phytic acid will be greatly reduced or eliminated through the sprouting process. The phytic acid is the one that prohibits our body from absorbing certain minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium that could lead to mineral deficiency. But through the sprouting process, that can be greatly eliminated or reduced. And the sprouting process can also eliminate enzyme inhibitor. So our body will be easily digest, absorb the nutrients. The sprouting process takes very little time. All you have to do is twice a day to rinse it. That's all. And it's a very minimum cost. You don't require a big piece of land for gardening. All you need is a glass jar and with something on top that the water can go through, you can drain it. So what I do is I just gather all the jars in the house that we use for something else, gather them together. They could be different size, the big size, the small size. And I went on Amazon, ordered a piece of organic cotton cheesecloth, cut it into small pieces and sew on the side and as a cover. The advantage of using this cheesecloth is that I'm not limited by the size, the opening size of the jar. One size fits all. Very economical. So the whole material, the jars and the cover cost me close to nothing. You know, I like to reuse, recycle. I am a bargain hunter. The best bargain is you find something very useful and costs nothing. And another benefit of sprouting at home is to give you a variety of sprouts. You know, I used to buy sprouts from the grocery store, pretty much limited to either broccoli sprouts or mung bean sprouts. There's very little other varieties. But when I do it at home, I can sprout different things, anything I like to sprout. The one I'm sprouting right now is a fenugreek. And I really like fenugreek sprouts. It's very good because it's not too big, it's not small, and it's very crunchy. It's great to put in the salad. It's also great to do stir fry because it's not too small. You can do stir fry with it. So it's excellent sprout. And how do you do sprouting? Gather all the jars in your home. This is 4 cups jar, and this is a 2 cups jar. The reason I have 5 is I like to have a fresh sprout every day. Usually it takes 5 days for the sprout to be ready. Like this one is 5 days. You see how nice and full it is. 5 days. And this one is 4 days. After 4 days, the same amount of seeds. And this one, 3 days. This is only 2 days. You see, that's already pretty big. This you can eat this one too, right? And this is I just started yesterday, 1 day. And this one is the one that I just use a smaller amount. I use a small jar. Put the seeds in the glass jar, wash it, and soak it overnight. And next day, put the cover on top, use elastic band, hold it, and drain the water out. Once you drain the water out, you need to put this 45 degrees. 45 degrees, the reason is allow to drain off the remaining water from the jar, but also allow this to breathe. Air can go in. Again, it's a reuse, recycle. You can buy the proper stand for your sprouting jar, but why do that when I can just put the bowls in that I don't use? And also keep it from the sunlight. I use a black plastic bag and make a little cover. And this way we'll keep it out of the sunlight. Or once they all upside down 45 degrees, I use this big one to cover it. Rinse it once in the morning, once in the evening, 2 times a day. Now I'm getting ready to rinse them in the morning. I use my filtered water in here already, lots. So set it down, let it go. Get the next one. Okay, so now I let them soak for a few minutes. Few minutes later to drain the water. See, this bottle has a smaller opening. When the opening is small, and also this cheesecloth is a little too dense. So it's a little bit harder for the water to come out, so I have to tap a little bit. I could not find little less dense organic cotton cheesecloth. I probably will poke some holes in there, just facilitate the process. Let it drain for a minute. Set them 90 degrees, just so that the water continue drain, and also allow the air to go in. That will keep the sprout fresh, no mold. I will use black plastic to cover it, preventing from the sunlight, just so that the sprout can grow really long. See, this one grow really long because I have now exposed to the sun. So once you expose to the sun, there's a green leaves that start grow out. It's very beautiful. I also make this little pocket, and I just put on top. And I will do the same repeat process in the evening. Now let me show you what the fenugreek sprout look like. This already 5 days is ready. Let's take it out. That's a lot of sprout. So I think I can do some stir fry and some salad for tonight. And I think sprouting also a good activity. It can get your whole family involved, especially if you have young children. One kid take 1 jar, 2 jars, let them be responsible, change the water, and watch it grow and eat it. It's a way to get them interested. And then once they grow the sprout themselves, they will love to eat it as well. Things always taste better when you make it yourself. Thank you for watching.